screen. Let me go put some socks on. I'm going to talk about the paint we have in the container. Okay, so I've been doing some shopping, and this is some of the stuff that we use to test out our screens when we're doing demonstrations against gray screen paint products and stuff like that. We'll go out and we'll buy some great products. For testing. Go with that. For testing. So, this right here is a paint that we found at a paint store that looks just like the Cinemax and a couple of the other products. Now we buy these also too to test against our own screens, because every time we turn around we got to be on a form site and he wants to test this and test that. So we got a bunch of this stuff laying around for testing against our screens. So this is the color of it right there. So you can see right there. This is what the Cinemax is also too going to be tested against. As a matter of fact, I'm about to paint a big sheet of it for testing. We're getting ready. We're prepping. We're getting ready. We got stuff coming in to get ready for this. I got surfaces coming in. We're going to paint this too. So yeah. I got a big piece of plexiglass around here too. I'm definitely going to need. We got a piece of plexiglass in here. We're definitely going to need this. All right. So we have to get ready for this. So what is the Cinemax going to go through? Well, it's going to go through all the testing that a 2.0 had to go through. 2.0 test, if you ever saw them, I'll put the link below. How to go through some brutal testing, because we had to make sure when we designed the product, we had something that nobody else could do. So it's going to have to do the exact same testing side by side. Your screen paint will be painted on a surface of that size. That way it's big enough to be displayed. Now, this right here is a product we picked up for around $6. We picked it up over on Amazon, and this is a paint and primer. So we're going to put this next to your product and our product. It's not going to match ours because, again, like I said, our product has a real strange color to it. For some reason, Jamie thought it was dark gray. It's not dark gray. You can't be any more wrong than that. My goodness, I swear this guy is not intelligent in the day. We try to give him credit, but we just can't. That's the color of our product. What you just showed in the video wasn't ours. But we'll see when it gets down there and see if it does exactly what it's designed to do. You're going to be going against certified screens. We got over 9 certified screens and also 2 with 1 ultra short throw. So we're doing ultra short throws on your product. See how well your product works on ultra short throw environments without using the expense of P2 or P3 or P2 or P3 or whatever everything is. P2 projector. So you have to go through that also too. Ambient light projection test. That's one of the first ones you definitely have to go through. You're going to be doing that in a max out zone down here with no. You have to do that. You're going to put it away. He's going to have to be in the max out zone. He's going to have to do the color, white levels, everything. And then you're going to repeat it outside. All right, let me get a roller for this. Let me have rollers. That's definitely not a roller. That's definitely not a roller. I think they're over here. Here's the roller. Now, testing. Projectors we're going to be using in the demonstration. Optima 3000 lumen projector, Old Faithful at 1000 lumens, Sony VPO FH30 at 5200 lumens, Sony at 4000 lumens. We have several ultra projectors. What kind of product works on knockoff paint? I mean, knockoff projectors. I'm curious about that. I got one over there too. We got some Pico projectors in here too on top of that. So we're getting ready to paint this surface right here with the gray paint. This is another product that's going to go against your product. So you're going to go against the Silver Mix 1619, Network Gray, and that product we have in that container also too. See how close that comes to matching your product. And mind you, there's nothing in that product at all. There's nothing. It's just regular primer. That's it. Now, keep in mind that after I get done these tests on your products, I will be sending you up the video. Feel free to complete the video, the test that we're going to send up to you. If we're wrong in all the test demonstrations we're going to be doing on your product, feel free to do the test yourself. And mind you, Jamie, no dark environments. Again, that light nonsense pushing out from the side of your screen, stop doing that. That's sad. You need to be in an environment like this. So stop doing them dark environments. And mind you, you're going to have to swap out your projector because we're doing projector swap outs in here when we do this. So for those you don't know, he has a habit of doing demonstrations. Oh, look at the... Dude, you're in a dark environment. That's not even your real light in your apartment at the end of the day. That's a fake environment you're sitting in. What does a real environment look like? Can you do a demonstration in a real... No, you can't do a demonstration for real. That's such a pity. I'm rusting out the ruler right now. You don't want it combining with the paint we have here on the floor. So we want to see exactly if your product has been properly tested. And that's what we're going to find out. Because you're missing a lot of test demonstrations on your product. I swear, if I had a quarter for every time I threw a freaking rag back here and it just disappeared into the vortex behind the TV. Oh, where it keeps going to. Going somewhere. There you go. I didn't have a rag bag around here somewhere. Let's make a smart rag bag. Everything in the bag, that's why I couldn't find it. Now, like I said, we use the gray paints we buy because when we test our screens, our black screens or other screens for developing, we have to make sure that their white levels can maintain next to a gray screen. Let me show you something here. "4K demonstrations."
Getting that from YouTube.
See, this is where you don't test your stuff, Jamie. You see what I just did? I took that screen and I moved it over into my black technology. That's a 44 sitting over there. A 44's white levels are literally so high that gray screens blend right into it. You can't do this in any of your demonstrations. I can do this with ease, with no problem, because again, our stuff is tested. That's why I said when we put you against a 44, oh my goodness, it's going to be a nightmare for you. The 39s can take you easy, but a 44 is a whole different category of technology. That screen literally generated so much white light the cameras had a hard time picking it up. We had to bring in a controller to knock down the bright level on the screen because it was that high. And that's what you're going to go through at the end. Good luck, because you're going to need it. So at the end, people, what's going to happen is you're going to see a lot of stuff that you never saw before. Because again, we're going to show you where these guys were cutting corners in every way you could possibly think of. Your stuff is not tested. See how interesting it looks? The Network Gray 773 here is washed out. Is washed out on our screen. This is our gray technology 2.0. That is a black screen sitting next to it, and that it doesn't even match here, and it doesn't even match there. As I'm waiting for my product to get here, Jamie, every day, until it gets here, I'm going to give you some challenges. Keep you busy. This will keep your mind off the other stuff. And we're expecting to see these challenges completed. You should have all of them completed before our paint gets here.
Make this the summer you realize the farther you go, the better it gets. And discover that even out here, you're never alone. Make this the summer of Jeep with the most awarded SUV.
Well, I should do a demonstration, expand it, and keep that screen right in the middle. Yeah, good luck on the 44. 44 is going to tear your stuff up. It's pretty bad. Now, I think what's worthy of the 44, because one paint's not going to be enough. We need to buy all your product and put it against the 44 in one hit. That's the only thing worthy of that technology. So we're going to wipe out all your products in one hit on a 44. All you need is to learn. At the end of the day, people, you don't mess with people at the end of the day that are experts in the field. And he feels his products are the best. You've been misleading. You've been lying to customers. At the end of the day, your products don't work. And you claim to have better product than us. So, again, we'll buy every last one of your products, bring them over here, and put all of them against 44. What's the problem? Now, while he was in the shopping carts, he could have went there and bought the 44. He could have went there and bought the 39. He didn't buy any of them. He stayed far away from the black technology. He already knows from the door that he doesn't want that product in there. That Network Gray ain't doing too good. All right, while we're getting ready for that, I gotta get ready to get this painted up for the floor so I can get these sample sheets and stuff ready for the test when your product gets over here. I'll be checking back on my email to see if you contacted me back, which will probably be later on because we're in different time zones, but I'm expecting an email back today. So even if he doesn't acknowledge me back, we know you got the information. This is the paint we're going to be using right here. This is what Jamie's going to be facing. One of the other paints that we have coming in. I'll show you the color of it. It's a primer. Color of that right there. This is what we're going to be putting his product against also. Ooh, and man, I'm going to tell you something. That has a good color. That looks a heck of a lot like your product. Look at the color on that. A little lighter than the network gray. So that's going to pick up a much higher white level. But as for the hybrid mix, that looks just like your hybrid mix. I wonder how that would look next to the silver mist. Let me get that in here. So we're getting ready to just set up our demonstration. Jamie. I'm looking at this right here. This is good. It's got a really good color to it. This is going to give you a problem at the end of the day. That's definitely going to be a problem. I'm not just saying for the sake of saying that is going to give him a problem. That has a really good color to it. That is definitely going to be a problem for you. Well, that's the first one we got for you. Now what we're doing is we're setting up and getting ready for the Cinemax when it comes through. I bought several gray screen paint products. As I said before, his products have not been properly tested, and we're going to test his products. His product is going to go under all tests under 2.0. Our product right here, which is the DIGITAL1 2.0. You got a nerve to challenge a legacy, a screen paint that was out before you were ever thought of? Well, like I said, we ordered your product. His product's going to be down here, and soon we're going to be putting him against all the testing that the 2.0 had to go through. This we're going to be doing today on the 2.0. As soon as that dries, this is going to be testing at 2.0. I already showed you before, 2.0 is sitting up here with a white bid sheet laying right next to it. And if the white bid sheet is going to have a hard time picking up on the screen, well, anything else is going to have a hard time picking up. Let me get this up here so we can get this dry, and we can start getting set up for some other demonstrations we're doing also too. Checking back to see where our orders at, so we can make sure we're going to get our order in here on time. We don't have to rush or anything, but I still want my what I paid for. Let's get that dried up. This is the primer we're using right now. This is the screen right there we just painted. This is going to be a test demonstration. We'll also be putting against our product, but also too, the Cinemax will also be tested side by side. Micro Blend Paint and Primer. Now, as Jamie claims, he can make the 2.0, and if he can make the 2.0, then we want to see, again, he should be to pass all tests. If this product works the way he says it does, he should be to pass all tests with no problem whatsoever.
Well, I was for.
If you can't pass the test, then there's going to be a problem here, buddy. So I'm expecting to see all tests pass. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
So when the tests are going to have to be run, we're going to be doing contrast demonstrations in the max zone. I got to go pick up a battery for my meter. And like I said, I do not want to see any canceled orders, none of that nonsense at all, period. I have the product up here. So we're going to be bringing out the Network Grade 773, the Silver Mist, and we got the new Micro Blend Primer, which we have over there drying right now. You got to go against those screens. This will also be going against my screen today for fun. So, you know, you're going to be going through some testing. Just want to let you show you what you're going to be going through. And I want you to take note of the light and the environment. This is what you're going to be dealing with when you get in here. No dark areas, no expensive projectors, none of that. Don't match any of these paints down here. These ones we're going to use, don't match them. But just to give you an idea, Network Gray is sitting right there in the center of our screen right there. So you got an understanding. If you match that Network Gray, and you know you have, that's what you're going to have to deal with. Let's see what happens if we get the lights out. If you can match our screen with the lights out, the pink darkness. We know your product's not canceled like you said. Nope, you don't match it. Let's get some color in here. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
You're going to have a problem in here, buddy. It's not going to go well. You got to be to blend that screen. The Network Gray is not blending the screen. The white she's struggling, and the silver screen's having a hard time picking up. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Commercial. Blue screen. There we go. Yeah, you're going to have a rough time. So, this is how complicated it's going to be for him in here. He's going to have to be able to take out the 2.0 and beat the other screens at the same time, while being in the maxo zone. Even in the dark, you're still going to have an issue, because you can't maintain color. Now, he'll sit there and argue and say, well, the Network Gray, buddy, you can't make that statement that the Network Gray is not your product. Again, deleted videos, okay? You got to remember that. You deleted videos off your account when you're trying to explain or defend your product. You got rid of these videos. So as of today, your product is Network Gray. I don't see how you keep coming up on camera showing the same screen, knowing what you've previously done in these videos with that product. That's pretty bold. Then again, this is the same person that walked out of a Home Depot with a container of bare silver screen, ended up matching the screen, lied on camera, and then deleted the videos. And you got a nerve to go against a legacy like Digital One? Oh, you're gonna learn. Just like all of them learned in the past about going there Digital One Crystal Screen, you're gonna learn. You don't mess with the throwbacks. Now let's see how long it takes for you to get that order up here. We gave you a 5-day grace period, shipping and handling time. You should have no problem getting the resources together to get that product shipped out. I'm expecting to see a tracking number on Saturday. We will be looking for it. Watch this. Gray screen. Black screen do this with no problem. We do 3 different shades of gray. We're going to do our dark gray first. This is going to be embarrassing. You can't pick up the color gray. Mid gray. Light gray. See how our screen can change colors to different grays? Oh man, this is not going to go well for you, man. This is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad. Kind of feel sorry for you. You're going to go through some stuff, man. Well, next time don't do fake demonstrations. My goodness, it's going to be bad for you. Let's go with, let's see. 4K snow screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
I'm looking for that. We're going to screenshot that image that you have. We're going to use that. Blow it up and use that as that's how you saw our paint. We're going to try to match that. That black spot in the middle of the screen. Let's get my cottage. I like that bright levels. Fantasy Snow Cottage Screensaver. So the paint you see in the thumbnail, these are paints that we buy to put against our screens to test their white levels, to make sure they're maintaining. That same product you see right there is a very fine gray. Very fine. It's almost in between Network Gray 773, but it's a little lighter. It picks up a higher white level than Network Gray 773. That's going against this product also. Like I said, good luck. That's the testing these screens have to go through. What you think? You're going to go up there and charge people $90 for house paint without proper testing? That's the whole purpose of us bringing your product down here, to put it through proper testing. You said you could take out a 2.0, so if you could take out a 2.0, you should be passed all tests by 2.0. That's why he's not responding back. We got nothing coming up on him. Well, the other thing too, on top of that, but you know. I gotta pick up some bullseye primer too. Everything I'm mentioning is going to go against our own screen. You see that sample sheet right there we just painted a few minutes ago? That's going against my screen. As soon as it dries, I'm throwing it up there. So where are your tests? And I love the fact, I was talking to a few people yesterday, they're like, wow, this joker got the nerve to post, you had the nerve to post to Cinemax? After what people know what you did, what happened to that paint? You got a nerve to come on camera like it never even happened? got a lot of nerve, you do. A lot of nerve. I'll post that Cinemax. After that stuff matched that house paint. You see how delusional it was in the video? It was scanting and it was a mess in there. Now the video's gone. Well, it's not gone, we got it. You got a nerve to show off that screen paint as if it never even happened. That's what I said. A lot of people I told, like, what is wrong with him? And I said, we don't even know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Today I'm expecting to see an email confirmation from you. It doesn't take long to get this message. You sent it to 2 accounts. So I'm expecting to see an email confirmation today. If we don't see it today, understand this. It's not on my end. It doesn't bother me in any way. It just gives me information. So the information I'm going to feed off of that is the fact that you are afraid because you're not replying back. So reply back to the email. Give confirmation that you did receive the email. If you sit there and say that, well, if I don't reply back, then there's no way to prove that I ever got the email. Buddy, you got the email. We all know how emails work. We know already. And that's your website. It's basically going right directly to your messenger. You're on there all the time. So you got the message. If you want, would you like me to call you? So as I said before, have my tracking number on Saturday as we requested. Matter of fact, I'm going to check my accounts right now as we're watching this. you contacted us back. Now, he says malicious, that we contacted him back demanding. No, there was no demanding that email. There's specifications telling you what we demanded. We gave you a 5-day grace period. So, if that's not good enough for you, then I want my stuff in 2 to 3 days now. We're going to retract that. I try to give you a break here, but now I want my product back even faster now. So this is what Jamie writes back. Hello. Let me highlight this so you can all see this real quick. Now the reason why we have to come at him like this is because we got 18 canceled orders from this guy. We got products that came here, as I told you before, that again, the reason why we're filing mail charges against them, mail fraud charges against them, because we got products that came here that were completely out of range. Like I said, and this is the reason why we have to send him all this information, so that way he can get an understanding how to do things correctly. If he did things correctly, he wouldn't have charges being filed to him today on how he carried himself on shipping items over. So he says, hello. I hope everything is well. PayPal advises me not to ship or do business with you. Oh, he's trying to get out of it. So he said PayPal advises him. Okay, we'll contact PayPal and see exactly how he's trying to get out of this as fast as possible. So this is his way of trying to cancel the order because he doesn't want to do the demonstration. I told you he's going to try to figure a way to get out of it. Let's see. He says, PayPal advises me not to ship or do any business with you. The reason is there's some malicious intention from you. Something, contact them and fix the problem. Hope you understand. Thank you, CEO Crow, the best of the best. So that shows you right there, Crow is already trying to get out of not processing the order already. So he says PayPal. First, let me explain something to you, Jamie, how it works with PayPal. First thing, if you follow this, PayPal would have a confirmation letter that they would send to me through email. It would tell me that, hey, look, your order through so-and-so and so, we had a complaint or so-and-so, so it would come through. We would see it. It would pop up. There's nothing there at all, period. So we'll contact PayPal today. We'll question about this. So if they ever contacted whatever so-and-so and so, we would have gotten some kind of message from PayPal services telling us that, hey, look, we can't ship out the order because of this, that, and the other. No, buddy, I'm sorry. Another lie. Again, you got to stop doing this. This gets really sad at the end of the day. If all of us have worked with PayPal, we know how PayPal works. And again, you contacted PayPal and you told them some nonsense that, no, I don't want to ship to him, this, that, and the other to try to get out of it. That's sad, Crow. That is really, really sad. You're that scared at the end of the day of the 2.0 that you are willing to make up all kinds of lies. We've got a stack of lies that you use to abuse your channel to make multiple complaints toward us, toward the product we were shipping to you. And then you come back in with another lie on top of that. I've been with PayPal for over 12 years. So I know for a fact that if there is a problem with the order, guess who's going to contact me? PayPal. Guess who's going to tell me, oh, such and so, there's complications. We need you to contact us. You're not the one that has to tell them. They're going to tell us to contact them to straighten out the situation. That's what they're going to say. Unless they can show something suspicious on my account, and I have an outstanding account with PayPal, a very outstanding account. So unless I can show some kind of negative or some kind of weird activity on my account, that my account's been flagged, that's the only way PayPal would contact saying that we can't process this order due to the fact that you have violations or restrictions on your accounts that prevents us from shipping out this item. I know that for a fact. I used to sell on eBay. So I know all that stuff from the door. So this right here is just an excuse from you to not want to ship out the item because you know that your product, when it gets down here, it is going to fail miserably. Crow, I have 4 Cinemax canceled orders. I even have here on the blacklist clearly showing you sending me a black Cinemax product, which at the end of the day, you don't make at the end of the day. You were so terrified to have your product down here that you committed mail fraud. So we already know the situation when it comes to your product being properly tested that you're afraid of this. Man, we got to print that one out. I'll be contacting today and we'll see what's what. And I guarantee you, this is this fellow going and just speaking a bunch of lies. The product is going to be here, Jamie. You're going to have to ship it out. This is an item I paid for. I sent money over to you. You're going to have my item over here. Or you're just going to have to deal with the fact that, well, it's already out, that you are pretty much, we have enough evidence you already lied already. The fact that we're going through all this just to get an item over here. But let's show you. So this is the Cinemax that we ordered from Jamie that came in to be black paint. This is why he has charges being slammed against him for mail fraud. There you go. That's the Cinemax. That's the case that you lost. Now, again, I know PayPal. If there is any suspicious activity, anything wrong with my account, I would have gotten a letter from them. Not a letter, I would have gotten an email from them telling them the reason why the money is being refunded to my account. That would have been an automatic refund to the account right there from the door. This is the problem with Jamie. Jamie lies so much that he trips over his own lies. Like right now, you're doing demonstrations on the Cinemax, and this is a screen that clearly got caught matching house paint at the end of the day. But yet you still keep coming up here with that same screen, acting like it never even happened. That you just stole all this money out of people on a screen paint that they could do the same thing with a house paint. But you come up here every day and do the same demonstration on the same screen as if it never even happened. There you go. So the email was not maliciously written to you. We read the email aloud. There was nothing malicious about it. The email was written to you to make sure that you have a full understanding that that product will be shipped here. That you have 5 days to process the order, and we will have a tracking number on Saturday. So, again, this is a person who went into full Karen mode because we were 1 day behind in shipping out his product, and he filed all these multiple complaints to PayPal because we were 1 day behind. And we have to sit there and set on the policy, we have a delay that pops up because some items come in late, but still, went in and complained, sent him a video, telling him how things work over here, went in and complained and carried on. And yet we send you a confirmation telling you to have, you got 5 days, now no longer 5 days. I want my product in 2 to 3. It's been cut short because you don't know how to act right. Have my product over here, Jamie. Stop making excuses. Be a man and ship the product over. Always crying about something. My goodness. That is pretty sad right there. I told you he was going to try to back out of it. Sad as can be. Malicious intention from you. Yeah, we would have had the confirmation pop up right over there. Matter of fact, we would have got it before you have got. We would have got it before we got your message. It would have popped up on our end. PayPal saying that, hey, look, money has been transferred back to your account, such and so, due to such and so. Nice try, Jamie. Have my merchandise. I don't have time for this nonsense. This is what I talk about, people, that we have to go through so much crap from this guy. Now, like I said, he claims that he did all, our product did this at the end of the day. This shouldn't be hard for you to do at the end of the day. If my 2.0 did exactly as you said it did in your video, right? This is what scared him. He saw that. That's what freaked him out. But I'm going to tell you right now, if my 2.0 did exactly like you said in the video, and you said that your product was better, then you wouldn't have a problem shipping it out. The reason why you have a problem shipping it out is because you faked the demonstration. That's the reason why you can't send the product out here, because you already know from the door that you faked the entire demonstration. If I beat someone's screen and they said, hey, look, we're going to say, I have no problem with doing it again. Not a problem for me. I got no problem with shipping what I got to ship over to you. Not a problem, because I know at the end of the day, I beat the screen. That's the end of it. I'm not going to come up with an excuse and say, oh, no, this, that, and the other. You kind of sound like, what's the one? On Seinfeld, when Jerry is supposed to be claimed to be the fastest runner, and he kind of got through it by luck. And everybody kept challenging him to race again. He kept coming up with all these excuses. If you are the fastest runner, you don't have to have any excuses. You are the fastest runner. That's the problem we have with you. You wouldn't fake that demonstration, and you know you faked it, and that's the reason why you can't send the product up. But don't worry, we'll get that taken care of today. That email you sent to us is fake, because at the end of the day, if there's something suspicious activity on my account or anything that pops up, at the end of the day, they would send me a confirmation saying, hey, look, this transaction can't go through because of such and such and so. That's what would have happened. Oh, man, I told you, this guy is a coward at the end. Nothing more than a coward. Get my product down here. It's a shame I got to talk to you that way, but stop. Grow up, man. Get my product down here. Stop being so afraid. Next time, don't do fake demonstrations on people's products. Get my stuff down here. What a freaking child at the end of the day. Already backing out and afraid that quick. That's a sad dude, man. That's a sad dude. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You messed up. How the freak did you contact PayPal? PayPal is closed on Sunday. They're not open on Sundays and Saturdays. And they're open at 8 to 9 o'clock. We're up at like, good God, in the morning. My alarm hasn't even gone off yet. So where did you get the time to contact PayPal for PayPal to respond back? You just lied. I just thought of it upstairs, like, wait a minute, today's Monday. How in the world did you contact PayPal on a Sunday? That doesn't make any sense. You can't contact PayPal on a Sunday. You can't even contact PayPal on a Saturday. We contact a Saturday, but it's a different time. But we didn't place the order on Saturday. So, how did you contact PayPal? And you couldn't have called them now because that'd be virtually impossible because they're not even open yet. I can't even reach them right now. Wow, dude, that's sad. That is real sad. I just thought about that. Where in the world he can tell the guy? Wow.
Make this the summer you realized. The farther you go, the better it gets. And discover that even out here, you're never alone. Make this the summer of G with the most awarded SUV.
Fernando, let me explain to you, real quick, how it works to PayPal. I know you live in this delusional world that you think that you can say anything off the top of your head and people are going to believe it. But let me explain something to you. First things first, if account comes up suspicious by PayPal, none of the orders would ever go through. We wouldn't be able to make any transactions and orders or supplies. We wouldn't do anything because our account would have heavy restrictions on it. So that'd be virtually impossible. We wouldn't be able to ship out items, nothing at all, period. Second, if they felt that there was suspicious activity on the account to begin with, like I said, on top of that, they would have sent us a confirmation telling us that our order was canceled and that the money was put back into our account. I just refreshed the page 4 times, nothing came up at all. So again, that's a lie. Third, how in the world did you contact them? Because Sunday, they're not open on Sunday. And what, you just send me an email and they contacted you right back? If they're going to send you an email, they're going to look up the transaction number. They're going to see my order there. They would cancel it right from there. And then they would send me a notification telling me that the item was canceled and the money was put back into my account. That's what would happen. So, no, you came on there, you lied, you made all that up. That's what you did. You don't understand how the real world works. So bottom line is, yes, we would have got a confirmation from them. Just like when you cancel an order gets canceled, anything, or somebody files a complaint, it could be the smallest thing, which you've seen already on your behalf. They will send you a confirmation on every single thing that goes through. Everything. And the reason why we know that, because all the complaints you put on, no matter how dumb they were, we got a notification on every single one of them. So for you to come in and say PayPal says, if PayPal said it, then that means it already went into motion. And if it already went into motion, that means we would have saw a copy of some document on the other end stating what they had said, that we can't ship out the item. And if they can't ship out the item, that is an automatic refund to the account. You're an idiot. Get my merchandise here. My goodness, that's the first sign that we're seeing that Jamie is backing out to try to get out of this as fast as possible. I told you from the door, he's got to think of new stuff. He can't cancel the order because that's going to make him look bad. He can't send us down anything fake because, again, like I said, we got charges going up against his mail fraud, so he doesn't want to add to that nightmare already. There is no way for him to get out of this. So he's going to think of some pretty ingenious stuff to try to, well, not really ingenious in the day, but try to get out of this situation, because he does not want that product down here, and he does not want it under testing under 2.0. He knows he faked the demonstrations, and this is the first indication to show you that he has acknowledged that he has messed up pretty bad, and he has to try to get out of this situation as fast as possible. Jamie, have my product down here. Enough with these games. I don't have time to do this all day. I'm a very busy person. As I said, I'm wasting enough time as it is on this. It's a very simple transaction. Why is it with everything with you has to be a freaking headache? It's not that hard to do. If you're going to talk trash about someone's product, at least be able to back it up. Like I said, your product is trash at the end of the day. I can bring it down here and test it and prove that it's trash at the end of the day. As a matter of fact, you did it yourself. Did you not delete videos off your account? Well, if you deleted videos off your account, Jamie, backed in your product, you just proved your product was trash. So here's your email right here. See? Now, I'm going to go refresh my page. Nothing. Not a thing. Nothing from PayPal. Not a thing. PayPal would have sent that over just like that. Just like that. You lied too much. I'm going to highlight this nonsense. I want to print this out. So this is his excuse by saying that PayPal says he doesn't have to ship it out. Well, if he says he doesn't ship it out, where's the confirmation from PayPal? So it says right here, highlight this real quick. Already trying to get out of this. Hello, hope everything is well. PayPal advises me not to ship or do any business with you. Now, mind you, if they advise you not to do anything like that, that means right there from the door, they're automatically going to issue us a refund, which means we would have a notification pop up telling us that your order money has been refunded back to your account due to the fact that we feel that your intentions for this item is going to be something of fraud. That's what they would say. But it's not fraud, Jamie. At the end of the day, it's showing that your product is not tested, because these are tests you won't even do yourself on your own channel. we put up 2 challenges under 2.0 for you to do the test demonstrations under the product, which you refuse to do. So it's not fraud at the end of the day. It's actually us testing your product to see if it does exactly as you claim it does, and if you did exactly what you said our product did in the video. That's it. But again, you already know from the door that when we mentioned Network Gray, Silver Mist, and that other product we got downstairs, you don't want your screen laying against it because you know you're going to match it. So we should be receiving soon something from them. Because why in the world would they say, do not ship it? We advise you not to ship to this. The only time they advise you not to ship to a certain area, unless that area is unshippable. Like maybe you may have some problems, maybe a lot of scams in that particular area, that state or that country or whatever. Then they don't have something like that. In COVID-19, we went through that because there were certain areas, because they had heavy restrictions because of COVID, we couldn't ship in those areas. So I'm going to contact them and find out if this is actually true. But we know it's not true because, again, we would have had a confirmation. Something would have popped up on this agreement. PayPal never talks to somebody and then turn around and they just don't say anything at all. No, they always send a confirmation on everything. And you should know that because these are the complaints that you filed just about on everything you could possibly think of on the account. Of you saying that you didn't receive the item on time and all kinds of nonsense. This is all from you, Jamie. Oh, wait, this is for the mail fraud. Oh, that's definitely for the mail fraud. I'll put that over there because we need that for the day. Where's the other one at? Yes, we need these for the day. I need some of those. Yeah, you're just making up excuses. Always make excuses. Don't worry. We'll talk to them today. We'll find out and have a conversation with them. I'm also going to forward your email over to them. Now, you do know that if you basically put PayPal and you make a claim that you're acting as not acting as PayPal, but as making a claim as PayPal contacts you on this such, and this is not true, this can get you in a lot of trouble. Posing as if PayPal was communicating you and spreading these false lies can get you in some trouble. So I'm going to forward this email over to their spoof department so they can look at that. So that way they can confirm that a conversation actually took place. If not, there's something else we're going to be filing against you today also. There you go. Now, every time, if you were to contact them, it could be the smallest thing. It could be something where you say that the item is not as described or whatever, so and so and so. When you contact them, you still have to, when you file a complaint, anytime you file a complaint, anytime you go to them if there's a dispute or any problem, it's considered to be a complaint. So if it's a complaint, that means we are going to receive a message on our end telling us, hey, look, we can't ship out to so and so and so, because I could go in and file a complaint and say, hey, look, I haven't received this item yet, blah, 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 blah. They have to send that out to me to let me know that this is why the item is not being shipped out. This is why you're a liar at the end of the day. And we caught you doing something else stupid. People are supposed to trust you with their credit card information, and this is the kind of stuff that you do at the end of the day. These are his disputes right here. Buyer has stated that the team was not as described. Your buyer has changed the reason for the case. These are multiple cases that you put. Now, either I said, anytime you put in one complaint, that's it, or anything, at the end of the day, they have to send that back to us to tell us, look, this is the reason why your order is being canceled out because of such and such and so. Case we just won against you, right there. This is his way of backing out of it, trying to get out of it, of making up these excuses. Jamie, have my merchandise. I'm going to contact PayPal today. And I'm also going to send them over this email of you trying to act like they're communicating with you, spreading false statements. So we're going to keep that right there. I'm going to forward that over to PayPal today. But you just keep getting yourself in trouble, don't you? We're already on Thursday filing to have your account removed due to the fact that you filed false complaints against my account multiple times, kept changing out the reason for filing these complaints against my account. And now we have this nonsense of you saying that PayPal says. Well, you better hope that PayPal said that at the end of the day, because that's going to get you in a lot of trouble. That could get your account removed. Because we can only show that you are committing fraud, but now you're posing as if PayPal is telling you things at the end of the day that you're actually responding to other people. PayPal says this, that, and the other, and PayPal told me this, that, and the other. They may work on your customers you try to get over, and it's not going to get over on me like that. So I'm going to contact PayPal today. We're going to see what that mess is at the end of the day, and we're going to keep you guys updated on what he's doing and what he's trying to do. He's definitely trying to back out of this as much as possible because he does not want the product down here, and he knows at the end of the day he faked the demonstration. So this is his way of trying to get out of it. But we'll find out. I'm also going to be submitting this over to PayPal, and we're going to be filing the complaint today. We're going to do it. We were going to do it Thursday, but we're going to file it today. All right, got to go. Thank you all, and God bless. Jamie, have my stuff.